In this video we're going to learn how to find and then download SQL Server together with the SQL Server Management Console. And these are both 2014 versions, Express ones, so they're free. So Microsoft is definitely helping people learn stuff. Alright, so please navigate to the window that I've provided in the sidebar, and it brings you to this page. Okay, at this point click download. Now here you get quite a few choices. You have to choose the correct one. So the way to do that is as follows. First of all, you want to choose a bigger one, either the Express and Tools 32-bit version or 64-bit. In my case, it's the 64-bit version. If you need to find out whether your computer is 32 or 64-bit, open a command prompt. So type CMD. This is Windows 8. In the previous versions, you can have the little search bar down below, and type CMD. Open that up and type System Info. And that's going to gather information about your computer. Now, my console window is quite big because you can see it easily. And please also watch the videos in full screen HD mode. Okay, so please be sure it's full screen HD mode, or you might have trouble seeing some things. This is gathering system information, and this is not the only way of doing this, but I wanted to show you this, a bit of a interaction with the command prompt, just because it's kind of, a little bit of a skill. There you go. So it provides a vast amount of information, and the one that concerns us is the one that says system type, and it says x64 based PC. This is, in other words, my computer is 64 bits. If yours says x86 based PC, then yours is 32 bits as a computer. That's the architecture of the CPU. Alright, so you're going to choose this one here. Click next, and it's huge, 833 megs or 140 megs for the other one. So in either case, it's big. Alright, then it's going to bring you here. You can click save, download, and install. I will not download this, go through that process here because it's quite long. It's a huge download first off, and then you follow the on-screen prompts to install it. And when you install it, you have to be patient because it's a huge piece of software that takes a considerable amount of space. So I would say give it an hour and a half to go through the whole installation process. Right. At the end of this process, if you open Windows, and in my case I will scroll to the right, you see where it says SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. Click that. When you click it, it will bring up this window that looks like this: Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Now first notice we are not connected to any SQL Server. SQL Server is a database management system, and what you see here is the management console that connects to SQL Server, to instances of SQL Server. In other words, this console can be used to interact with several different servers. So let's make a connection. Click that little icon. Now if yours at first shows up as blank, you can expand this and click browse for more, and then expand database engine, and it tells you all of these. See? And you also have reporting services, integration services, all kinds of things are available. This is mine then. And make sure when you install the server, install it in Windows authentication mode. Okay, and here it will ask you during the process, to assign a name. So the name I assigned was Tom's SQL Server, and I chose Windows authentication mode. Click connect. There you go. So what can we do here before we do any query writing? If you right click, you see you can connect, disconnect, register. You can write a new query. You can stop it if you click stop. In other words, you can control the operation of the server through this console here. I click yes. And now when it's stopped, in case you ever see that, see there's a little icon that's red with a white square inside. And if you want to resume, then you can click start. And it's going to show a new dialog. Click yes. It's going to go through the process of starting the service again. An SQL Server is a kind of service. In other words, it runs in the background, and you can connect to it. There you go. So notice that here you basically have databases, security server, objects replication, and management. So you have quite a few features. You can also do this. Right-click the name of the server, go to reports, and under reports you can choose standard reports and then something like server dashboard. And this will provide a considerable amount of diagnostic information regarding your particular installation. It can be a little slow at times. Now this is known as a tabbed document because you see there's a tab up here, so it's a tabbed document. That's what it's called. And of course this is movable, as you can see. And here you have a whole strip of menu items. So you've got view. There's a great number of things that you can view, and we'll work with these. You've got tools, window, help, and so on. A really useful thing that Microsoft provides is MSD and forums, and also if you click view help, so this is the server dashboard while the help is loading, and you see here you can interact with this. You can click these, and because this is related to a server, a database server, sometimes it can be a little bit slow, but it will give you some graphic information, some expandable information. Some of the information can be collapsed. There you go. Now it says you need to choose a default setting for help. Do you want to view the online help content on the internet or local help content that is stored on your computer? That's up to you, And so just you're aware that there is a local help and then there's online version of the help. All right, and that's it. So in this video, while this loads still, it's not the fastest thing, but when I deal with database servers, you always have to expect a bit of a delay, unless you've got a blazingly fast computer, a huge amount of memory and everything else. Alright, so as you can see, there you go. So most people will go to the online version of the help. So to review, make sure you download and you install not just the database engine, but also the management studio, the way you see it here. Make sure you can launch the management studio. Make sure you can connect to the server with the management studio. Make sure these are expandable here. Make sure you can start, stop, and pause, and make sure all that functionality is working properly. Alright, in the next video we'll make a database, and then we'll add tables to the database and so on. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.